Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Sugar Babes. And today we've got a very special sugar babe. This is Jake's better half, better looking half, of course, with much bigger boobs. The beautiful Hayley. Welcome to the show, Hayley. So on this show, we're all about helping women win at life, helping them build bodies they love and break free from restrictive diets and binge eating. And yeah, I couldn't believe it yesterday, or I think it was like not yesterday or a few days, maybe it was last week. And you know, every now and then you'll come into the gym, and I hadn't seen you for a while, and you know, I was just thinking, wow, like it's amazing how much your body has changed since you started doing the nutrition program. And actually, I'll probably let you tell a bit about your story. So talk a bit about, you know, prior to doing the program, what were some of the experience, like the issues that you were having with your body? You know, like you had the bad periods and you were really like, I think you said you were 85 kilos, hey, 85 kilos? And now you're 70.
70,
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so basically, before I started NuStrength, I was playing pretty high netball and then training heaps, eating a lot, and then I got injured, so I couldn't do netball anymore, but I was still eating. I was eating the same, but then I also decided to cut down because I started to gain heaps of weight. So I was like, oh, no, I need to cut down on my food that I'm eating. So I cut down. It was minimal. Like
restriction. I remember when you first came in, you were like eating under 1,200 calories. Like the typical, what most women do is they restrict and they binge.
Yeah. Exactly. And it was that sort of cycle I was in. And I'm sure when you saw me, I was inflamed. Like I felt huge. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like I restricted, you know, like I've cut down on my food. And it was at that point, my periods were so heavy. Like I could tell when I was going to get my period, I was getting pains before, like a week before my period. And I was like, okay, it's coming. And, and then I had to there was a couple of days that I considered not calling in sick to work. So I was in so much pain. One day I was bedridden because I just couldn't move. I was really sick and I felt like I was It was really terrible. And Jake, bless, he took care of me. And he bought me hot water bottles and everything. He's like, nah, you need to go see Kitty. I was like, okay.
I remember he would talk to me about it. Like he would say how bad your period is. And I think your sister had similar issues. Hey, and even your mum. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So that was when I was like, yep, I'm going to come in, and then here we are. So talk a bit about, you know, like what changed when you came into the program? Like, you know, obviously I know what we did with you, but talk about, you know, the changes in your food and your training. And
so immediately you were like, okay, what are you eating at the moment? And we took a general sort of guide of what I was eating to my fitness pal, and it was around 900 calories, and you were like, nah. So we went up to about, I think it was 1,400.
Yeah, that's like the minimum we start if people are really, really low, and then we build you up. Yeah.
I started on that, and I instantly, that first day that I did the food, I hadn't slept so well in a couple of years, and I had this sleep, and I was like, I feel so rested and I feel so good. And that continued. My sleeping got better, my skin got better. So I was getting all these breakouts around my chin, forehead when I wasn't eating anything, and I was constantly sick. And then instantly better, with my sleep, my period. I didn't even know. Jake was like, oh, you know, when's your period due? And I was like, I don't actually know. And I looked in my calendar. I was like, oh, it's saying it should be due tomorrow. And surely enough, it was regular. It came that day, but I never got any warning signs after.
Yeah. And how long did it take before, because I know it's a bit of time, you know, between you started eating, and how long did it take before that sort of normalized?
I think it was probably 2 months maybe.
So remember you got the marina, you had the marina, hey? You got the marina taken out. I remember you were a bit scared because you're like, oh fuck, you know, which every woman is, because they get them put in because they've got these issues with their period, and then they get them taken out. And I think I remember, 2 to 3 months, Jake was like,
So it was probably 2 months. And then when I started to notice body changes was probably around that mark as well. Like even now, if I have like, I'm not too strict on what I eat at the moment because I was pretty regular now. Pretty regular, but if I have a little bit extra here and there, it's noticed a change in my body. I remember when I was eating like 800 calories and I'd have like, I don't know, there were a couple of days where I'd binge eat, then I would feel instantly like fatter. Like, I don't know, I just would feel it. Now, a little bit of extra bits here and there, I feel still okay because it's also NuStrength food, so it doesn't feel like my feeling my body, I guess.
I think you get you know, like women come to the program initially and we're really, you know, adamant about them tracking and measuring so that they can, you know, make sure they're getting the right foods into them and start to understand their body and the cues and what things mean. And, you know, now you can just eat and you understand food and you know how to eat to get enough protein, and you know when, you know, like you can just moderate or gauge how much food you need without, would you say that now? Like you can eat mindfully, I guess they'd call it, right?
Yeah.
Or instinctively.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I kind of know what I need and like what's
when you need it.
Yeah. I've really figured that out, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. I feel 1,000% better, and I also feel like I look 1,000% better as well.
Oh, you look great. But you nailed it. Like you looked puffy when you first came, like you're inflamed. And now that you've taken all those vegetables out of your diet, and actually that's probably a good thing. Talk a bit about what you eat now.
Yeah.
Like what's in your diet?
We just went shopping before.
Yeah.
So we're about to do our food for the week.
Yeah.
For breakfast, I do stewed apples with cinnamon. And
Yum.
Yes. And then for lunch, then I normally have a coffee as well. Which is normally my morning tea little break.
Yeah. And with milk? Do you have milk in your coffee? Yeah.
Milk. I have full cream milk.
Yay.
And a sugar as well.
Oh my goodness, you have sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes when people at work are like, you're having sugar.
And how many kilos are you down now? 15 kilos. Yeah.
And I was like, well, I am going to
all that sugar.
Yeah. And then for lunch, I have grated carrot with my mince, spices, and then mashed potato.
Yum.
And then I have the same for dinner, and then we have ice cream. And then
you guys got your ice cream maker, hey? Your little ice cream maker.
And then for dinner, for dessert, if I'm feeling like I need a little bit of extra, I'll have more stewed apple.
Just come closer to you've just gone a bit quiet. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. I don't know if your microphone, maybe you've sat over your microphone or... No. Are you on your phone? That's it. That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just closer. Nah, it's okay. I'll be fine. Where did you hear last?
So you said that after dinner now, like you feel like you need a bit more, you'll have...
Yeah, and I think Jake and I are about to do, like probably next week, I'll probably redo my food and see if I need to go up in everything. But yeah.
So do you feel like you have the education and knowledge now to understand how much food your body needs and what to eat?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of girls around my age are like brainwashed into like doing all the cardio and like doing all the exercise and then eating no food. And it kind of became a norm, and like all my friends and like even my sisters we were so used to going, oh, I just had some chocolate, oh, I better not eat dinner, you know, like cut out another meal. So I think now that we have like Jake and I have our chocolate ice cream for dinner, like it for dessert, it feels like so good to be eating that every day and not feeling bad about it, because I'm like, well, I need this for my body.
Yeah, not feeling deprived.
Yeah. Deprived. Like I feel fully like nourished and
not deprived.
Like I'm eating chocolate and it's good for me, like chocolate ice cream, and it's good for me.
I know, it's crazy. Hey, and is like binge eating a thing of the past now? Yeah.
Like never again. I think I just couldn't do it. Jake and I were talking about it actually before, and I was like, without, you know, NuStrength, I just would be a mess. Like I'd probably be.
Oh, me too.
Probably,
I'd still be eating my nuts and my seeds and my broccoli during the week, and then demolishing I used to eat those Jersey caramels that you buy from Woolworths. Like I'd eat packets of them, entire pizzas. There's these awesome corn chips that I used to eat. I'd eat a whole packet. Yeah. And now it's not even a thing.
No.
I just eat. I just drank juice for lunch. I never would have drunk juice before. It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. But I love it. I love it. And I feel as well, one of the hardest things getting used to with was doing the food prep. And I was thinking before, I was like, it's such a thing now that I set aside at least 2 hours maximum a week to just do the food for the week. And it's amazing. Like I save so much time just doing 2 hours of meal prep a week. And
it's crazy, hey? And you're so organized and you feel good and you sleep well. And I know it's not a, people think that it doesn't actually really take that much time.
No, it doesn't.
It gives you time back, I think.
Chuck it in the air fryer and you're good.
Oh God, I love my air fryer too. I just love hot chips. Air fryer and ice cream maker. I'd say that, and a slow cooker. They're like the three things I think you should buy. So can you ever imagine going back to how you used to eat?
No.
Me neither.
I feel like it's unnatural if I was to go back to it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I had to go back to what I was doing, I would revert back to the NuStrength way because it's easy. You're not hungry.
I know. How good is it not to be hungry?
Yeah, I know. Like now when I'm hungry, I'm like, oh, this is weird. And then I'm like, oh, well, I better eat some more.
Go and eat. Yeah.
But back then it would be like, oh no, I can't eat because, I need to be skinny and I need to, and it's like, well, if you can eat more food and
be 15 kilos lighter. Yeah. And have a normal period.
Yeah. So,
It's crazy. And if you say yourself now, met yourself 2 years ago, what advice would you give to your old self?
Go to Kitty. do the food consistently. And I feel like the education you guys give is amazing and so worth it. And I would probably just say invest more in my health because, investing time, the time you spend to do the food and sit with you and learn about I guess the NuStrength way, then that has done wonders for me. And I sleep so much better, my skin's better, and I'm less, more toned and
less bloated.
Less bloated. Yeah.
Normal menstrual cycle, no crazy period. Yeah.
No pains. It just arrives, and I'm like, oh, there it is, and it feels really, really good.
And down 15 kilos.
Yeah. Insane. I didn't actually, I noticed changes, but I didn't think it was that much. And I weighed myself the other day and I was like, no. And I tried to scale and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, that's me.
It's crazy. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady lifestyle change. And some of the common objections that we get from women one is money. So they're like, oh, I don't want to invest this money into myself. What would you say to a woman who thought that?
Why wouldn't you? It's to help you. And you're I feel like a lot of women that don't want to invest in their bodies are just going to keep going around in their loop of no sleep, bad periods, just angry because you're hungry. I feel like this is the best and only way to become healthy again and to actually feel happy in yourself. It's so worth it. So worth it.
And what about the other objection is I don't have time. I don't have time.
I feel like because once you get it down pat, I feel like at the start I was a little bit the same. I was like, nah, I just want to go watch movies and, not have to do prep this food. And I feel like it only takes 2 hours. You save money. And it's 2 hours of your week that you set aside, you freeze your meals, and you can do it. I feel like, as well, in the training side of it, it's a half an hour session. You do it once a week. Yes, there's a little bit of travel there and back, but it's all so worth it. so worth it in the long run, because you'll see the benefits if you're consistent and you stick to it. You'll see all the benefits, and you're not going to look back.
And just to remind the viewers, so not only are you now consistently eating more food and training less, so what was your starting weight and what do you weigh now?
So I was 85 kilos and I'm now 70 kilos.
Eating more food and training less.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Crazy. Like, that's me.
Oh, awesome. That was so awesome. Thank you so much, Hayley. Thank you for taking the time to, share that with the viewers. And if you're a woman and you, I guess, just want to take control back of your health and your food and your body, click on the link below, put in an application to work with us, and we'll jump on the phone and we'll see where you are now and see where you want to be and see if our program can actually help you. So thank you again, Hayley, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, and go and enjoy your ice cream.
Oh, I bloody will. Thanks for having me.
Okay, bye. Bye.